Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. As you can see, the lights are out. We are going to be replacing this light fixture with a new, more modern style fixture. I did turn the power off at the main circuit breaker. That's why it's so dark right here where I'm working. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I will bring it in a little closer to explain step by step what to do. Like I said, first thing we're going to do is shut the power off in the main breaker box so that we have no power in this fixture whatsoever. All right, let me bring you down. I'm going to show you what kind of tools you're going to need, and then we're going to get started. We're going to take this down, and then we'll get this new fixture up, and it'll be a more modern style fixture. Okay, here's an example of what kind of tools you're going to need. You may need a Phillips head. You may need a regular flat screwdriver. We could need some wire strippers with a pair of pliers on the end. We may need some electrical tape, a test light to check for voltage, and the replacement parts to put the new unit back up. All right, this is the replacement, and that's it. All right, so let's get up there and let's get started with it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these panels off right here. It makes it a lot easier to work with. We just pull these off and take them out. Just like that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this screw and this screw so we can access up top there. Now in this particular case, these are flathead screws in here. Usually they're Phillips head, but that's what's in here right now. So we're going to just loosen these up. Now when you take this down, you want to be careful because sometimes paint will get onto the fixture and then stick to the ceiling and damage the sheetrock as you pull it down. But as you can see, this one came off fairly easy. All right, now the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to come up underneath here, and I think you can see this screw right here. It's a green screw. It's a Phillips head screw, or a flathead screw I should say. We're going to unscrew that screw. That's our ground wire. We're just going to remove it. Let's take it off. Just like that. Pull that wire down like this. We're going to turn these wires down this way and this wire down this way, and we're going to unscrew this wire cap that's on here like that. We'll unscrew this cap here. I'm going to take these off here. They just screw right off. Remember, I told you the power is turned off. We're absolutely sure of that. We'll take this fixture down, and then this fixture is then going to be trash. All right, let's take this bracket off right here, and we're going to put a new bracket back on. This is a flathead screwdriver here and here, so we're going to take that off. Okay, so we'll take our flat screws off. The replacement, just so you know, is a new bracket that comes just like this. So we're going to use that one as well on the new fixture that we're going to install. All right. Okay, and then we'll take this piece off here, and now we're done with this as well. Bring it in a little closer so you can watch what we're doing in a little more detail. And this is the new bracket right here. We're going to take it and we're going to put it right back up where the previous one came down, just like this. And we're going to use the new screws that were supplied with it. Now, remember I said these are Phillips head, these are not the flathead. So we're just going to screw these up until they're snug, up against the box that's in the ceiling. And it's important that these screws are tight because this is what's going to ground your fixture to the box. Okay? We're going to take this, unscrew this. Okay, And now we'll grab our new fixture and we'll install our new light fixture. This is the ground wire that's up around the back there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a small ground wire that we're going to connect onto as well. All right, so let's grab our new fixture and install it. Okay, now at this point, before you put the whole thing back together, you want to make sure that this shaft right here is long enough and not too long to attach this fixture. So we're just going to put this up here temporarily, just for 1 minute, just to make sure that it fits okay. And as you can see, it looks like there's plenty of stem showing through here in order to screw this cap back on to hold the fixture up to the ceiling where it's supposed to be. All right, so we know that's going to work properly, so now we're going to take it back down and we're going to install the wiring and we'll put this whole thing back together. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use the new wire nuts that came supplied to us with the fixture itself. We're not going to use anything that's old. And we're going to unscrew or unwind these wires like this. This is our ground wire. We're going to connect that ground wire first before we do anything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to loop it around that screw that's right up in the back right there. And you want to go around it. And then we're going to screw it down with our Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, so that's nice and tight now. So now we have a good ground wire connected up here. As you can see, it's just dangling here because it is connected really well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect our white and black wires, and you're going to connect your white wire to your white wire in the household wiring, and the black is going to be connected to the black wire. Okay? You take the wire here, you twirl it around on the end like this, and then you take it and you wrap it around here. Now remember, when you put these caps on, you screw in a clockwise position, so you want to put the wire here like that. Stretch this down so you can see, just like that. And you want to wrap the wire around just like that, and then we'll install the wire cap over the top like this. Screw it down as tight as you can by hand, and then before you let go, take the wires and pull. Make sure you have a nice tight connection in this cap itself, and it's nice and tight. Okay, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take our white wire, do the exact same thing. We're going to twirl the wire around because there's multiple strands that we want to turn into one strand like that. Okay? Then we're going to take it, we're going to bring it up here to our white wire that's up here. We're going to put it around that white wire like that. We're going to go around as if we were tightening it with the wire nut, just like that. And then we'll take our cap, put it over the top, tighten it up as tight as you can by hand again, and then take the wire and pull it, and it's nice and tight, and that's it. All right, so our wiring is now done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our wires and we're going to push them back up into the box here like that, and this one here just like that. And now we'll take our fixture and we're going to put it up here, put it over the metal piece like that. We're going to screw our cap over the top as tight as you can by hand. Okay, just like that, and that's it. Let's put our light bulbs in, put our covers on, and this job will be done. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the globes on here. We're going to back out the screws to accommodate the new globe. Okay, now these screws here do not have to be real tight. They're just in there to hold the globe from coming down. So you're just going to finger tighten it. You may want to take your sticker off at this point because once it gets hot, it's going to melt to it and it's going to be very difficult to get it off later on. Okay, read it though because it tells you how many watts is the maximum to go into the unit itself. Okay, let's grab our light bulbs, put the bulbs in, and make sure it works. Okay, let's turn it on, make sure it works. Okay, so installing a light fixture is really not that difficult. Once you put everything back together and turn the light switch on, you'll be very happy with your results. If you turn it on and it does, if you turn your light switch on and it doesn't turn on, make sure you go and you check your main circuit breaker box because you probably turned off that circuit breaker as I told you to do in the earlier stages. All right, this job is done and it's on to the next one. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.